what's up with this? Well, this is the new plan, or the new attempt for an intercooler. Let's see how far we can go along with this. If we can get this one fitted. Yeah, and that is with a little bit more room. I would kind of like this shape. Oh, look how cool this can be. Maybe this is the best idea yet. Let's see if we can strap it on for a bit. Oh, it's terrible in your own to get all this stuff done. Okay, let's put the bumper on and see if I can move it a little bit forward to create as much room for the fence as I can, but this should not be a too bad setup. So, yes, well, that's a crazy blah 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 intro, but it's hanging on there, and I must say, if we can work it out this way, then I will be happy on it. Nice, big, and still fitting for my feeling inside the bumper. So let's go again, get the bumper on, and hopefully we can start making some mounts for this. And we're getting closer. Let's see. Everything is on the point here. Yes. This way. Yes. Now we've got room. Holy shit. This is how it should sit. Huh. So it's all here, just under. We've got room over here and completely filled under the fins. So this way it will get as much air as it needs. And look at this. This is sitting nice. I can work with this. We've got some room there. Still to work out the radiator and stuff, and it's all sitting nice. Finally, this is getting somewhere. Now I can go on, measure out some mounts. I think I'm still going to see if we can make it with a little bit adjustments on the mounts, so that we always know for sure later on that it will fit. But now I certainly know that this is going to work. Then of course, with one problem solved, we are off to the next. Get everything connected. Now the big question is, I got the connection points at the bottom. But when I look at it, if I see when we're putting the connection points up top, we got a little bit more play room to turn an angle of the corners to get the pipes down. And I'm not so into the intercooler stuff that if it matters that the connection is at the top or at the bottom, or it's just the airflow. Let me call somebody or ask somebody who knows a little bit more on that, so we don't do a stupid thing. Of course, everybody of you all on YouTube knows, but I don't. So let's figure that out, if we can put the connections up top or better to not, and then start rerouting the pipes, and from the pipe rerouting idea, the next idea of all the brackets will come, because probably I'm going to change this bracket a little bit. So lucky me, this is the side I didn't weld at all, so we can remove this bracket and I can probably make this in another shape or like that. Just depends on where the pipe will go. If we go from up top, we've got this room to come down and go. So now the question is, what to do? First put the weather jet on, put some ideas in the head, and then go on from there. Okay, here we go. Let's get some fixed. So the bracket needs to be on the bottom, like this. Come check this. In just one go, we already have it like this. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. It looks like something is working. Whoa, that's getting somewhere. Okay, so the first brackets are in. It's hanging free on its own. Radiator is sitting on the beam, not attached yet to anything. So let's see if we can still fit the bumper, and then slowly work our way so that everything will be on with some nice brackets and it's hanging on there, and then I can see if I can mount the radiator onto the intercooler, because that's going to be a pretty good setup on how that is going to hang. And I think if I just hang the radiator on the intercooler, it will sit perfectly, because the rest of the radiator will be on a good spot then. Looks like it's getting to an end. So then, intercooler mounted on the bottom points, bumper completely mounted on the original points on the chassis frame legs. So that means only one thing. The intercooler is all free behind the bumper. So finally I can leave that off for a while and start getting everything and every part together and get the tubes out to see where we will end up on routing the tubes for the intercooler, putting the final bits on for the radiator, final top mounts in, so we can finish this all in one go now. Well, you know, all that plan making takes a little time, figuring some things out, projecting in my head in 3D how I want to get all this sitting. So now off to some work again. The intercooler is already supported from below. Now I want to support it from up top, and then we can find out the radiator, and then we go on to the hose. I'm going to adjust the mount on the left side or right side, just depends on where you sit in. Let's drill some holes, get some welding stuff done, and get the intercooler supported. Okay, it was a little bit too easy with the welds. Oh, it's all not working how I want it. Not sure what's all happening, but it's feeling for me that it's going on way too slow. I'm making progress, but damn you. Too much tinkering. Why? What is not working? At least we got the room there, and there is the room, and that's not, and nuts. Probably I am making this all too nice, but we're getting there. Finally, it's now in the exact spot that I had envisioned it, but it's giving me a heartache. Okay, let's go it. Okay, so every millimeter that I win, so it is now in a little bit of an angle, so that's good for the wind catching, and I have a little bit more room for the radiator. So every angle and every millimeter that I win is better, but this one was a little bit fighting me. So I got it in rubber gaskets over here and over there. And we can adjust the height a little bit. Over there it's in rubber the same, so this is really sitting strong. And it's not even completely welded. We got room for the pipes. Over here there's enough room for the pipe. Beep, beep. They're there. So now it was a little bit of a fight, but it's in the exact spot. Can make as much room as I want. So I'm happy on this. Yes. So it's also nice that I got it this tight, but that meant the intercooler was coming out pretty darn complicated. And the radiator wasn't in there. So can we get the intercooler in and the radiator in all at the same time, or do we need to take the front off then? That's all the tuning game. Everything is getting packed and tight. We always complain that the factory is making it so damn tight that you need to remove the complete front of a car to, well, change something. I kind of get it now, because I am at the same length of doing this. Probably we need to get the front out to get the radiator and the intercooler in, then all back in, and then make the mount for the radiator. Let's see how this will go. so now this is sitting so good that I think of building two of these again. Make them just beside these. Put the radiator at the bottom, mount it in the same way, and then at the front we can make same like the intercooler, just some bolts to position it, and it will be sitting straight and strong. Let's go cut those out, get them on. Bottom plate of a radiator, some bushings for the track. Let's hit it. More parts to produce. Crap, that's the thing with the water jet. So if you don't pay attention, it just disappears at the bottom. Let's do it again. Most of the times I make a little tap on it so it will stay in the sheet. But the little quickie parts, then you want to do it fast, yeah, they disappear, so you need to pay attention. On to the next, some aluminium for the radiator, then some bushings for the radiator. Whoop, whoop. Okay, back from parts making. Okay, one bottom plate, mounting plates for the beam, bushings, rubbers. Okay, the idea. Weld these in over there, put this in there, and then this should go on the beam. Actually this way, but that's the kind of the idea. But it's my hands. Everything out again. Well, at least it is going quicker and quicker. It looks like it's kind of getting into a good fit and into a good rhythm. Alrighty, yes man, this can go through with it. And we've got some mounting points on the radiator. Well, hopefully it cools down quickly, but I want to go on, get this all in as well. It's taking too much time, I want to go on. There are already too much time done. But on the other hand, we've engineered a lot of stuff. Now we can get the hoses and all the pipes done as well. We always tend to forget about things we engineer and think about changing the bay up. Everything takes too much time. I want to film more for the content, but that's not happening this way. Here we go again and again and again and again. Yes, always freaking something, huh? Nope, it's not going to be easy. Not sure if this is what I want, but let's give it a try. Okay, so location-wise of the brackets, it's okay. And center, alright, check. But it is now sitting on the beam. And of course we want it free, just a couple of mil. Luckily, we've got thread left in the dampeners, so I'm going to thread them out and see if there's enough space for what I want. Trial and error, I guess. Just try and see where we will end up. Up top, we've got room, so we got room to play. That's what I want. Now let's see how the final bit is. Again, now I made peace. Okay, this is sitting this way, but is it handed? If I weld these on, they're on. I kinda like them, but not sure if this is the best option. Because it's always better to bolt on brackets. But on the other hand, when it sits, it sits. Aluminium, tack welding, still terrible. Not my thing yet. Need some practice and improvement on that. The setting of the welder should be a little bit better, but I switch a lot to this welder, so probably or maybe I should get one welder always set up for aluminium and one welder for the rest. But anyways, we've got brackets in. So here's a nice little bracket, tack welded. We'll weld it all over when it's out. And over there it's the same. So it's hanging in the bushings over there, it's hanging in the bushings down below. So we got all the bushings and we got, well, the beam ready. So these two pipes needs to be connected. This one to there, so that's easy. Just a corner. That should be fairly good to go. And then that will be a little bit more tricky, but we got room there, and then we need to go to there. So a little bit boring episode on just trying to fiddle everything in, but we did it. Let's get the bumper on. Well, that is it for another adventure and another episode on the Mark II Rally. I wish for my feeling I was way more productive, but on the other hand, it is all in and it's actually done. So we can now move on to the pipes, and when we're going to weld the pipes, we're going to weld the final bits on the radiator, because then it's out. So we're all done. Some small bits to do on the coolant lines, and then actually the really complete engine bay is done. I wanted to get the drive shaft welded as well, but it just was not meant to happen in this episode. So go watch the next episode when we're going to weld the drive shaft for sure, because then we're ready. Now I wanted to have this in, and to be sure another step is finished. So okay, thank you all for watching. Go like and subscribe to the channel, because I want to grow a little bit more in this YouTube game, so I can get the next projects rolling and, well, bore you with all my crazy building stuff. I need to go on, work on the cadet, that's the first up, what I'm going to pick up again, work on the Cadet and work on the Mark II Rallye. So thank you all for watching. See you in the next episode.